morning. Welcome to What's Up Ocala. I'm your host, Andrea Praber, and today we're going to tackle an important topic, and it affects many of us today, student loans and debt. As a realtor, I often encounter clients who are burdened by student loan debt. Those repayments are staggering, and those people are concerned about how it's going to impact their ability to achieve their financial goals, including homeownership. So let's go ahead and dive right in, and we're going to discuss strategies to manage and even conquer student loan debt, as well as how debt can affect your chances of actually purchasing a home. But before we begin, I want to emphasize that I am not a financial advisor or counselor or anything like that, so it's always wise to consult a professional regarding your very specific situation. All right, that being said, if you have not heard already, the Supreme Court has struck down President Biden's plan to discharge some or all federal student loan debt for tens of millions of Americans. It was a 6-3 decision, and the Supreme Court ruled that the Biden administration did not have the authority under that 2003 federal law to forgive hundreds of billions of dollars of student debt. So the court's decision comes after the federal student loan borrowers were told in August of 2022 by President Biden that the U.S. government would cancel up to $20,000 of debt for anyone who had received a Pell Grant in order to attend college, and up to $10,000 for the vast majority of remaining borrowers. Biden's plan would have provided a lot of relief to most of those federal student loan borrowers. That's basically over 40 million people. It's about 1 in 8 Americans throughout the United States. Many students have, or many adults have had student loan debt. They actually signed up for it while they were still teenagers. They didn't know how to balance a checkbook. They didn't know anything about finances, and yet they have sometimes up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. While many people feel very strongly, and I understand, that taxpayers should not have to pay for the debt of others, I think we can all agree with the statement I heard from NPR this week. Whatever you think of Biden's proposal, in this moment, the collective disappointment and disillusionment of so many Americans is palpable and should be acknowledged. That really kind of hit me hard. The student loan payments and interest that was previously on hold will begin again on September 1st of this year. Now, I want you to note that being on hold was about $5 billion per month that we were also paying. So just keep that in mind. It's a significant student loan debt. What about those that are wanting to buy a home for their family now? I mean, if they have that much, what are they doing? Well, let's go ahead and start with the understanding the types of student loans available. There are two main types. There's federal loans and private loans. Federal loans usually offer more flexible repayment options and lower interest rates. So if you have them, make sure you explore the various repayment plans offered by the government. Private loans, on the other hand, are obtained from private lenders, and they often have higher interest rates. So it's really important to understand the terms of your loans, very important, and their repayment options. That's also incredibly important. When it comes to managing your student loan debt, there are a lot of different strategies that are offered that you may need to consider. The first one is creating a budget. Honestly, truthfully, whether you have student loan debt or not, you really should be sitting down monthly or weekly to write out a detailed budget. I know it's boring, but it really helps. It does wonders. Take a close look at your income, your expenses. You want to determine how much you can allocate towards your loan payments. Prioritize your credit-related payments and make them on time to avoid penalties and interest accumulation. Also, because that's going to definitely affect your ability to purchase a home. Using budgeting apps or spreadsheets can also help you with that. It helps you track your expenses and find areas where maybe you could cut back a little bit to free up more money for your loan repayments. I have an app that I use. No, it is not sponsored at all, but it's an app that I use to keep a watch on my accounts. It's called Rocket Money. But I've found that my husband and I work best off of a shared spreadsheet that shows exactly what we make, what we owe, and what we spend each month. Once you have a budget and you've written down exactly what you owe and where and to who, then you're going to explore the different repayment options that are available for federal loans, especially if it's income-driven repayment plans. That may come in handy. These plans adjust your monthly payments based on your income, your family size, all of that. And it makes them a little bit more manageable for a lot of borrowers. Just research and understand, what the requirements are, what the benefits are of each plan. You want to be able to choose the best one that best suits your circumstances. All right, so let's get into another option to consider. Those are student loan forgiveness programs. So depending on your career path, you may be eligible for a loan forgiveness or repayment assistant program. I know it's not quite the same thing as the Biden administration thing. This is actually like a work program. So these programs are typically available for professions in areas like education, public service, healthcare. You can research these programs to see if you qualify and how they can benefit you, because some of them might be available, but they may not be beneficial to your circumstances. All right, now let's talk about how debt can affect your chances of buying a home. That's what you're really interested in, right? When you apply for a mortgage, lenders take into account something called your debt to income ratio. This ratio helps them assess your ability to handle additional debt. If you have high levels of debt already, it could affect the chances of getting approved for a mortgage or impact the loan terms that you receive. In other words, you're going to pay more for that house just because you have more debt. But don't let that discourage you. As a realtor, it's my job to guide you through the process and help you navigate the challenges that may come along. Sometimes it's a bumpy road. Here's a few strategies that can improve your chances of getting approved for a mortgage and tackling your debt issues so that you can get a better rate. First, take a close look at your debt and create a plan to tackle it. This is very similar to doing a budget, but it's kind of more long range. You're going to prioritize paying off high interest debts such as credit cards while maintaining regular payments on other obligations. You can't be late on things. This not only reduces your overall debt burden, but also improves your credit score, which is very helpful for securing a favorable mortgage. All right, that's option one. Option two is to consider a debt consolidation. Consolidating multiple high-interest debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate can make your monthly payments a lot more manageable, especially with student loans when they have a little one here and a little one there and a little one here and a little one there. This kind of thing demonstrates to lenders that you are actively working to reduce your debt load overall. It also makes it a lot less complicated. All right, here's a third option. I want to highly, highly recommend this third option. It has really worked well for my family over the years. There's a program normally offered in your community called Financial Peace University. It's available online as well, but I highly recommend just going old school and actually attending the classes. That's right, you just show up for the classes. The entire program is only about 9 weeks, once or twice a week, I don't remember, but it includes the books, the classes, everything. It's only about $100. And if you're married, your spouse can go with you for no additional cost. In that program, they encourage you to hit the debt head on, attacking the smallest amount first, regardless of the interest rates. I know this seems counterintuitive, but hear me out. By attacking those smaller debts first, it kind of gives you that emotional well-being of knowing you've accomplished something. It's kind of like when you lose weight and you lose a pound. A pound really isn't going to do much, but it kind of encourages you to keep going. So when you accomplish something with your debt, you get traction. And that prompts you to go bigger and bigger with your debts until, lo and behold, you're debt free. It really is an amazing program, so I do highly recommend it. Also, if you're worried about being bored in the class or judged or anything like that, the classes are normally facilitated by people that are in the same boat as you. And they're taking the same journey. They're just facilitating the class because it's helping to encourage them and they really like the class. The classes are encouraging, they're entertaining, and most importantly, they are educational. You will learn stuff that you never knew you didn't know. My biggest regret is that I didn't learn the things taught in the course when I was a lot younger, and instead I had to go through some pretty big financial mistakes before finding this program. But it has done wonders. It really has. You can find out a lot more about it on their website, ramseysolutions.com/FPU, Financial Peace University, FPU. All right, once you're a little bit further along and have had success in clearing out some of the debt baggage you've been stowing away for a while, well, then it's time to get pre-approved for a mortgage. Yay! Pre-approval shows sellers that you are a serious buyer. It means you've got your ducks in a row. It gives you a clear understanding of your budget as well, so you know what to actually go shopping for. And by knowing your price range, we can better focus our search on homes that are aligning themselves with your financial goals and, more importantly, your limitations. You do not want to be house poor. You would want to be able to at least afford a pizza, for crying out loud. As a realtor, my role is to be your advocate and guide you through the whole home buying process. So I work closely with you to understand your unique situation, your financial goals, and any challenges that you may face due to debt or other circumstances. So together, we explore different loan options, down payment assistance programs, things like that. I negotiate on your behalf. We find solutions to help you achieve homeownership. It's really exciting stuff when it happens. So whether you're dealing with student loan debt or other financial obligations, don't let it deter you from your dreams. You need to pursue your dream of owning a home. It will be so great for your family for possibly generations into the future. Remember, with the right strategies and an experienced realtor by your side, you can overcome these challenges and make home ownership a reality no matter what your circumstances right now. So if you're ready to take the next steps or have any questions, please reach out. You can reach out to me today. Let's work together to turn your home ownership dreams into a wonderful reality for not just you, but also for your family. All right, as a side note, this is to all of the youth in our community. If you're about to go to college or you're currently in college, I want to have a quick word with you. After years of working with people, not only with home ownership, but also with rentals, seeing thousands of applications come through, I can assure you 100% that the best thing to do with student loans is not to get one in the first place. Just don't do it. Ask anyone you know that's in their 30s and 40s and have student loans and ask them whether it was a good thing for them financially. The answer is always a resounding no. Did you know that our Marion County Public Schools offers dual enrollment? Not all communities offer that. It allows you to save 2 years of your life and thousands of dollars in tuition. And guess what? They cover the books too. Books are very expensive in college. Westport High School actually has the college professors right there on campus. There are also countless scholarships available, including Bright Futures in the National Honor Society. Then there's actually companies here locally like Publix and Chick-fil-A that have provided thousands of dollars to students in this county alone for their college-bound employees. There are also government-backed work programs that will actually pay for your education with the agreement that you work in, high demand, low interest areas for a few years after you graduate. But that also helps you to gain experience in the field that you want to work in. So then when you're done with that, you can actually have some really great job opportunities because you have the education and the experience. Lastly, there is working while going to college so that you don't have to fall into that trap of student loans. I'm taking a moment to beg you, literally beg you, as a mom and a member of your community, I am begging you to think outside the box. Do not take out a student loan, not even as a last resort. You cannot get out of them. If you want some information on any of the options I mentioned, please feel free to get a hold of me. You can send me an email, GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com, or go ahead and, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and put a comment in the description below. All right, I'll get off that soapbox. Right now, we're going to take a quick short break, and when we get back, we are going to talk about stats for residential sales this week here in Marion County and fun stuff to do this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Welcome back. Okay, before we get into the sales stats this week, I want to ask a small favor. If you're enjoying this program, let us know. The website here at the radio station is www.classichitsocala.com, or if you are joining us on YouTube, you can leave a comment, or even better, if you are a fan and truly think we have helped you or educated you or just entertained you in some way, share. Just share this video. We do not have some massive crazy budget for advertising, so mostly we are using word of mouth. So get out there and give this to someone you think would benefit from the show or the information that you found in it, or maybe they just want to enjoy the mayhem too. So yes, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into real estate stats for this week here in Marion County over the last 7 days. Here's what we've been doing as far as sales. Currently, there are 2,303 homes available and ready to purchase. That's pretty good, but that's a lot lower than it's been. New listings, 227. Price increases, 43. Price decreases, 175. Much lower, much lower. We were in the 300s for months and months. Back on the market, 74. It's a bit higher than usual. Sold, 211. Well, way to go, us. Expired, we had 35. That's very normal for an end of month week. Pending, we had 254. So a lot of people were shopping. Temporarily off the market, we had 18, withdrawn 2, and canceled 41. 41 people said, you know what? I think I'll hold on to this house. National average interest rate is 8.13% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. The 15-year fixed rate is 6.97%. So always look to that to see if that's an option for you. Now, what's going on around you today and tomorrow? Well, I can tell you for sure we have, of course, the downtown market that is always available from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. There's all sorts of crafts and fruits and vegetables and just absolute mayhem and fun. So bring your kids, and it is pet friendly as well. So bring your well-behaved leashed pets, and you can check out what is going on downtown market. That's on the corner of 3rd and 3rd, so you can't miss it. Also today, we're actually going to be enjoying the Sounds of Summer, which is an outdoor concert with fireworks to conclude. That is going to be this afternoon. It starts at 3 p.m. and that's going to be over at Veterans Memorial Park. I will be out there, as will all of the WITG Classic Hits Ocala people, and we'll have a tent for that. We will also have Great Expectations Realty out there. We're going to have a tent and a booth as well, and we're going to be giving away lots of goodies, lots of cool stuff. So if you want to come out and say hello, that would be great. Anyone under 17 and under is free to get in, and all adults are only $20 for a ticket, so not bad at all. For tomorrow, the Hilton has brunch from noon to 3, and it looks really amazing, so I highly recommend you check that out as well. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We've got the Hilton tomorrow. We've got the event today. Oh, we also have the Give a Dog a Bone. That's the one. That's over at Letty Towles Dog Park today. And it's brought to you from Maricamp Animal Hospital. It's going to be providing a small doggy pool for dogs to cool off, along with a mini sprinkler and free dog bones. Join in all the fun and meet some amazing vendors. They're going to have crafts and apparel, vet assistance, and merchandise available, as well as live music. I hope the dogs will enjoy the live music. I don't know. So if you want to go out to the Sounds of Summer outdoor concert, that is at 3 p.m. till dark. obviously for the fireworks. For that one, you want to bring your lawn chairs and picnic baskets if you like, because they're also going to have food trucks there, of course. They have some of the best, I mean, honestly, Galaxy's best tasting barbecue. That's over at Big Lee's. So they're going to have Big Lee's there. They're also going to have a water slide, a dunk tank, cornhole, ladder golf, face painting, and so much more. So come on out for that. I would really love to see you guys out there. You can get tickets for that at marionvetpark.com/sounds-of-summer-concert. I'm pretty sure you can find it. All right, I think that is about it. Oh no, I did want to mention over at the Bearded Brown Coat, Jason Griffith is actually going to be making an appearance. Jason is actually known for voicing Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow in several of the Sonic films. As well as Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Pokemon, and several others. But he's actually going to be over at the Bearded Brown Coat from today from 5 p.m. to 9:30. So don't miss out on that. And tomorrow, early in the morning, watch the skies. Did you know that you can actually watch shuttle launches from here in Ocala? That's right. If the cloudy skies are not cloudy, then you can actually check out let's see, tomorrow you can watch the space shuttle launch from 4:46 a.m. to 7:46 a.m. is the window, but as we get a little closer to it, they're probably going to firm that up to more of like a closer range. But that is Sunday morning, 4:46 a.m. to 7:46 a.m. It's going to be at Cape Canaveral. And you can actually, that's going to be a Starlink, SpaceX, a Falcon 9 is going to be launched. So for best viewing, you're going to find a high elevation like the top of a hill with few to no obstructions like trees and houses. And then you're going to look towards the east. So you can follow along on YouTube. They actually have a channel where you can follow along with, you know, the checklist and the countdowns. And you can actually see the rockets launch from cameras outside of the craft. And according to weather officials, there's a 95% chance of favorable weather conditions at the time of this particular launch. So it looks like we're good to go for this one. You can, of course, go over to the Space Coast and watch it over there, but why not just hang out in your backyard or front yard or side yard, depending on which way your house faces, and watch it from your house, or if you got trees in the way, maybe from up the road or something. But my husband and I go and truck up to the 7-Eleven up the street, and that's where we watch them. I don't know if I'm going to watch this one. It's pretty early in the morning, but we'll see. Maybe we'll take the dog for a walk or something. It should be cool. I love watching those. So, all right. Well, that's it for us. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise, please let us know. You can also submit questions to Ask Andrea. If selected, your question will be featured on Friday's Ask Andrea series. You can do that at classichitsocala.com/Ask Andrea, or look at the Ask Andrea tab and go ahead and submit your question. And we'll go ahead and tackle those on Friday. Again, our email address is GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com if you have any questions or concerns, or maybe you just want some more information on things that we discussed on the show today. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for being part of our community, both online and here in Ocala. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause